Hello and welcome back to another Space Engineers mod showcase video. Now in today's video we have the C300 Elephant Freighter, which is this lovely thing sitting in the background right here. Now this thing is absolutely incredible, it really is. It doesn't look like it, it's when you release the parking brake, it does something absolutely spectacular. So what is the Elephant Freighter? Well, it's basically what it says on the tin. It's there for you to transport a large amount of goodies from one place to another. It has a lot of connectors on these little cargo holders, so you can just manually pull them up to, say, this station like it's connected already, and manually dump stuff into it if you wish. And of course you have the little connector on the front, which I have extended and put to the station to try and unload a few things up, which is one way of like unloading or loading if you wanted to. All the cargo containers around the outside are connected to the main ship, and you can access it from the inside. There's an absolute load of containers on this thing. So the ship itself, it has no defense, or at least I don't think there's any defense on this thing, and it's mainly just for transporting, so you will need to have something else go around and kill stuff for you. Now there is this little ship on top, which I'll come to in a minute, which is for manually removing and placing on these little blocks. So you basically get into this little ship, you go over to one of your little blocks over here, and you can transport it down to the surface should you wish. Or you can do what I like to do and press P, which will unlock all of these and let them do as they will, but I'll come to that in just a second. So as we come around here and down below, we have a little doorway, and in this doorway, if I undo my jetpack, press P, if I don't go near it, the doors close automatically. So there is a little script on there. I did get caught out by this when I was testing it earlier on because the door kept closing in my face, but you come through here and it will close for you, all lovely and nice. Now through here is the cockpit, so I'll come to that in a minute, but through this door, if I put my light on, we have a lovely little tunnel. It comes to the gravity generator, as well as little containers, so you can actually see what's going on inside your actual vehicle itself, what's been loaded and what hasn't. As you can see that I pulled some ice through there very quickly. If I can come back to it, there it is. There. I pulled some ice from the actual station itself, probably not a good idea, but it's in there for whatever reason I want. So now if I come back through here, open this door, come up these steps, we have the control room. And if I quickly come up here, we of course have the medical chamber if you want to respawn on here or get some health back or whatever. So in the actual cockpit itself, if I bring out the menu, we have a few little buttons. Some are for the feet, some are for the thrusters. On tab 2, we got some even more thrusters should we wish, like that's for the override if you need to get out of a planet's atmosphere, if you have certain mods on. And if I go to number 1, number 2 and number 3, this is how you lock or unlock the actual thing from the station. So pressing number 2 will release me from the station, pressing number 1 will pull it in. Number 3 is for the actual cargo containers themselves. So with that out of the way, I'll go quickly to the little thing on top of me, the little cargo ship, and then we can press P and I'll show you how awesome it looks. So up we come to here, and over to this thing. So if I press number 9 and number 0, that will turn on the thrusters for me, and if I press number 4, hopefully that will release me, yes it does, and then I could fly around and say connect myself to a container should I wish. I could also pick up containers underneath me, which is how it's intended, so I could basically just go back to here. My reversing skills are not the best in Space Engineers, especially not with my camera controls. Let's just tilt it that way, move across a little bit, back it up, drop it down, tilt myself back, drop myself down, come on, lock in. And then if I press number 3, I should be able to lock myself. Pressing number 5 will release myself from the ship, and I can now drag this around and fly it over to my destination should I wish. So let's bring it over to here. We don't need it anywhere special. I don't know, let's just say plop it down here. I don't need that anymore. Goodbye container, we hardly knew ye. So now I can just fly back all the way over here and hopefully connect myself onto the ship. Now, last time I tried to do this, it didn't go very well, so I'm hoping I'm just going to be able to line it up quite well and drop myself into the little cargo container area. If not, I'm just going to send this ship into space and pray that I never see it again. So drop myself into this snug little area. There we go. And now I can press number 4, which will lock me in place all excellent and nice for me to actually carry on my journey. Where did that container go? There it is, flying off into the distance. Now, if I come around to here, we'll actually have a little play of the ship, and then I shall press P and show you the awesomeness of releasing the containers. So on here, this is the actual ship. It's quite speedy, in fact. Oh god. Oh no. Oh god. Oh dear. Well, that's sort of interesting. Well, at least we've still got some containers on. I'm not actually sure what happened there. Okay. So let's pretend that didn't happen, and now we can just fly around here. The controls itself are very nice, in fact. It's very responsive, very quick to move, very quick to stop. It can move up and down very, very quickly. It has a nice load of hydrogen, nice load of ion thrusters, and I think it has some atmospheric somewhere inside it here. So it is good for planets and space. But what was that thing I was talking about? If I press P, it will disable all the connectors on the ship. And goodbye, my worries. I can now just fly away and go and collect some more stuff, should I wish. Now, the fun part about doing this is, say you're on planet Earth, or you're on the alien planet, or if you're on Mars, you could literally just fly over a base, press P, and drop the payload down to your allies if they needed it. Perhaps you could attach some parachutes onto the containers themselves, and it could be a little supply drop. Or if you're really evil, you could replace the containers with, say, warheads, and then you can fly over a base, press P to activate them, and drop them all over the place and bomb your enemies. But anyway, this is the Elephant Freighter. It's a very fun little ship. It does go with another mod, but I thought it deserved a little showcase by itself. So let's just ram this ship and end the video here. There we go, that was nice and lovely. A very nice crash indeed. But anyway, it's in the description below if you want to try it yourself. Look at those containers floating everywhere. It's absolutely amazing. And I'll be back with another Space Engineers video some point soon. Bye bye.